Good afternoon. Today, me and my group will be presenting about carbon dioxide and methane. There are 6 types of greenhouse gases. They are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, fluorinated gases, water vapor, and ozone. Their contribution to climate change. Extreme weather patterns will change, food supply disruptions, increased wildfires, species disappears or migrates. Combustion. Combustion is when hydrocarbon burns with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. Respiration. Respiration occurs when glucose reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. Now, we're going to show you an experiment to test for carbon dioxide in respiration. Firstly, blow through a straw into a test tube of lime water. If carbon dioxide is present, the lime water will turn milky, as seen by Jonathan over here. Acid-carbonate reaction. When a carbonate reacts with an acid, it will form a salt, water, and carbon dioxide. Now, for the experiment. First, fill up a test tube with sodium bicarbonate, or also known as baking soda. Then, fill up a balloon with vinegar, which is an acid. Then, connect the balloon with the test tube and let the vinegar fall into the test tube. The reaction will take place and carbon dioxide will start to fill up the balloon, as seen in the video. As you can see, the bubbles produced are carbon dioxide. To test if it's really carbon dioxide, we use the same method as just now. The lime water will turn milky, as seen in the video. Thermal decomposition of a carbonate. When a metal carbonate decomposes, it will form metal oxide and carbon dioxide. Moving on the next experiment. First, fill the test tube with calcium carbonate and then connect the balloon with the test tube. Then heat the test tube and wait for the calcium carbonate to decompose and form carbon dioxide. As you can see from the video, the balloon starts to fill up with carbon dioxide. Then carefully take out the balloon without losing any carbon dioxide. Then, using the same method as the past 2 experiments, test for carbon dioxide. If carbon dioxide is present, the lime water will turn milky, as seen in the video. Carbon cycle is the series of processes by which carbon compounds are in turn converted in their environment. As you can see in the photo, on the left, photosynthesis gives plants energy by reacting with carbon dioxide and sunlight. The carbon in this reaction is stored in the plants. Then moving down, animals are also made up of carbon as they consume the same plants. When the same animals or plants die, they turn into fossil fuel underground. The fossil fuels are then used in combustion to provide electricity, which releases carbon back into the atmosphere. As you can see in the middle of the photo, respiration in the same animals and plants also contribute to the carbon emission. The cycle then repeats itself. The sun fuels the carbon cycle and keeps it moving. methane from the composition of vegetation. It is produced when plants and other organic matter decompose in the absence of oxygen, such as when they are underwater. This anaerobic decomposition by microorganisms, called methanogens, take place in wetlands, swamps, and marshes, and it is estimated to produce up to 70% of natural methane in the atmosphere. Maximum methane production is found at temperatures between 37 and 45 degrees Celsius, meaning an increase in global temperature may also increase methane production in the wetlands. Waste gases from digestion in animals. Ruminants have a compartment in their stomach, called a rumen, where food is broken down through fermentation. This process produces methane gas, which the animals then belch out into the atmosphere. If you do not know what is a ruminant, ruminants are mammals that are able to acquire nutrients from plant-based food by fermenting it in a specialized stomach prior to digestion. Continuing from just now, the harder a food is to digest, the more time it spends in the rumen and the more methane that it produces. Cow burps are much more problematic compared to cow farts. 90 to 95% of the methane released by cows comes from their mouths, while 5 to 10% is released in the form of manure and flatulence. How we contribute. Methane is a naturally occurring organic compound, but human activity has increased the amount of this potent greenhouse gas that goes into the atmosphere. Most of the methane that human emits comes from natural gas, landfills, coal mining, and manure management. Other sources of methane include ocean microbes, composition of vegetation, and production of semiconductors. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you for listening. However, this is not the end of the video. Please enjoy the video edited by Shen Liang called Fire Monster and some behind the scenes.
I bet I can pick some shit for this one.
Hey guys, we don't much test tube left, guys.
Please work
Number my hair anymore.
The company.
If I expose, you all die.
Put in deeper.
It can.
Wait.
Deeper so can go.
Slowly suck it.
Yeah, then can.
I thought you have health problems.
Oh, yellow.
It's probably not healthy, guys. If I expose, you all die. That's not healthy.
Put in yellow.
I thought you have health problems.
Hey, can you not be useless lah? Hey, Shen. Stop being useless! Line me up, line me up! It's working.
Study!
It's working.
Yes, we did it, we did it. Okay, barbecue. Quick.
You can stay for dinner or not?
Oh my god, all of it escape. There's no more air.
No.
My hair burnt, bro.
You know if you pop that in front of your mall, right? Corona.
Oh.
We don't have enough of
gas.
these.
Oh my god.
Okay. Close.
It's working.
Close the
Oh
top.
my
Like
god.
a layer of oil.
Oh my.
Cover the top.
Dude.
Cover the top.
Cover the top. Use your thumb.
Okay, then what?
Okay, then you shake it.
Shake it up.
Shake it.
Yeah.
Shake it. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Leave
Oh,
it. Leave it.
it's
Stop.
yellow. Shake the thing around, like up and down.
Everyone stop breathing.
Oh, the glass is melting. The glass is melting.
Shit, run.
No, it's popping.
Grunts. I feel like I'm a smoker right now. You are a smoker.
Oh.
Move away. No. It's good. May the cleansing ritual commence. Yo. Wait, you think I can stand up on this? Try ah.
Oh shit. This is more flexible thing.
I scared the balloon not fire only.
Hey, Ken, don't move.
Don't move, Ken. Don't move.
Oh dude.
Once. Come on, please burn.